Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will put it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there. It's not fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the middle. It's cross. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
What a great punt return. You can see the wheels. You can see the speed. You think he's going to get in the end zone. Just gets inside the 5-yard line. Great return.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage. And the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an... Oh, and he toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Flying down the left side. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st one.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Cross. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
From the gun, give on the inside. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year, we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it, takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On second down, just keeps firing. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. Nice move there. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Power football with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
At the 39-yard line, brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 28, North Carolina 14.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He lofts one down the sideline. He makes a grab.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires to the tight end. He gets it in. Touchdown, UNC.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Now on second down after the good first down run. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with 3rd down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Immediately fires to the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often, because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
The give from the gun. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll go right back to it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback will audible. They're looking for an advantage to the right. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off the speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the North Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Yeah, that's a really nice job by the cornerback, being a good athlete. That's an out route, breaks with the wide receiver. A lot of times you get those and maybe you might pick it and take it to the house. He couldn't get to it and catch it, but he puts his hand on it, swats the ball away. Nice job by the cornerback.
Throwing right. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll try the run. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, South Carolina 42, North Carolina 21.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll run it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The hand to the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. Oh, it's out! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story.
He puts a lot of air under under it down the sideline. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll test the right side.
Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
At the 35, he's got room. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, South Carolina 49, North Carolina 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On the field goal.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over. First and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got us.
Lofts one high and deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He wants to throw. Looking left. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on second down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Bulldozes him. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Firing toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Number 7.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They go to the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Let's go! Ellie Stutter!
Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10.
Pound 55 weak.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all off season. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be